The research proposes a novel active learning strategy called Structured Neural Depth Search, SNDS, that addresses the inefficiencies of traditional active learning methods. SNDS utilizes structured variational inference to learn the neural architecture depth uncertainty, aiming for better search flexibility and final performance. The method improves upon previous approaches by dynamically adjusting the neural capacity during active learning cycles. This is achieved through a single model continuously searching for new neural network depth distributions, using a hybrid weighted output of different depths for active learning. Theoretical demonstrations show that current VIBA-SED methods can lead to poor performance due to the meanfield assumption, which favors shallow networks. In contrast, SNDS outperforms existing methods in active learning processes, utilizing 3 querying techniques and 3 datasets. The approach is designed to address the limitations of traditional active learning methods, which rely on fixed models and independent training processes, leading to inefficiencies and limited search flexibility. The paper discusses the limitations of current variational inference methods for neural depth search, NDS, due to the meanfield assumption, which can lead to the Rich-Getricker problem. It proposes a structured V approach to relax the independence between neural weights and architecture depth. The authors demonstrate that this approach can improve search flexibility and final performance. They also discuss the importance of optimizing neural depth during active learning to achieve better generalization performance. The paper provides a detailed analysis of the limitations of current methods and presents a novel approach to address these limitations. The paper discusses novel methods for structured neural depth search and active learning. It proposes a pseudo-uniform sampling method for addressing the meanfield assumption's drawbacks in neural depth search. The active SNDS technique is described, which involves 2 nested loops for active learning and network training. The outer loop is the active learning cycle, and the inner loop is the network training cycle. The depth parameter and network parameters are trained using pseudorandom sampling in the first third of the network training cycles and meanfield V-loss functions in the last 2/3. The acquisition function is used to collect labeled data from the unlabeled dataset for annotation. Experiments are conducted on MNIST, CIFAR-10, and CIFAR-100 datasets, comparing the proposed method with meanfield V and active INAS. The results show the effectiveness of the proposed method in achieving better performance. The paper discusses the application of infinite depth neural networks in combination with various active learning strategies for optimizing network architecture and improving performance on MNIST, CIFAR-10, and CIFAR-100 datasets. The infinite depth approach allows for a more extensive search space, alleviating the performance impact caused by artificially limiting the search space. The authors compare the depth search results of SVI, meanfield V, and INAS, showing that SVI effectively alleviates the Rich-Getricker problem. In active learning, the paper presents the performance of different querying strategies, including random sampling, coreset, and uncertainty entropy, on these datasets. The results demonstrate the effectiveness of SVI and active learning in improving model performance and efficiency. This paper presents a novel active learning strategy, active SNDS, and an efficient neural depth search method, SVI. The authors theoretically demonstrate that the meanfield assumption of previous VIBA-SED methods can cause the Rich-Getricker problem and restore it with SVI. They also show that active SNDS outperforms active INAS and the direct VIBA-SED learning method in active learning processes. The paper provides experimental results over enormous datasets and acquire methods, which demonstrate the significant improvements in deep active learning.